Hello and welcome to On The Bench LFC. How are you all doing? I reckon you're all doing quite good. And that will be because Spain have been kicked out of the World Cup by Russia. But not just because Spain's been kicked out, but because of one player in particular. And that'd be Sergio Ramos crying. Now for all of you that are from Spain, I'm not aiming that at you guys, alright? I'm aiming it at Liverpool fans in general. Been blowing up on social media because seeing Sergio Ramos crying has made a lot of Liverpool fans very happy. Tears of joy, you could say. So we will talk about that in this live stream. Thank you for joining me, everyone, this live. We will talk about the latest with Nabil Fekir as well. A lot of you guys was messaging me yesterday going, Daz, why are you not doing a video over this? You will find out the reasons why today. And as well, we're talking about the daddy because a lot of you guys are sending me messages over the daddy, over a possible bid that Liverpool put in. We discussed that and we talk about some other stuff as well, Liverpool related. Obviously, if you're not able to join me live, don't forget to leave a comment down below. Let me know what you make of what we spoke about in today's live stream. Right, welcome to the stream, everyone. I already see everyone. Ramos with loads of laughing faces. It is brilliant, isn't it? I'm not normally someone that laughs at other people's misfortunes, but because of what Ramos did to Salah, because of what Ramos did to Karius, because of Ramos in general, I am going to laugh at him. Why not? Welcome to the stream, Paul. I hope you're doing okay today. Right, let's get started anyway. The beginning of my live streams, for anyone that doesn't know, I will do the updates at the beginning, then I will go to the live chat and start bouncing off what you guys are saying. Okay, I've only just gone live, so you haven't missed much, Gemma. I've only just gone live just now. Okie dokie. Right, let's start with Nabil Fekir, shall we? Let's get straight down to that business. So what you guys was messaging me about yesterday, obviously we saw the Mirror put out that Liverpool had continued talks. They had gone back in and started renegotiations or negotiations with Lyon over Nabil Fekir. And everyone was jumping on that. You know, I retweeted it, but I retweet everything on Twitter. I said it to a lot of you guys that follow me. Just because I retweet something doesn't mean that I believe it. I retweet it just so that you guys see what's going on, see the sort of people that I follow, and it gives you a chance to follow them as well. But then today we've seen David Maddock, which I would like to say is becoming a bit of a James Pearce for rubbishing rumours and stuff like that. Basically, the reason I didn't do a video yesterday is because I'm under the belief that this Nabil Fekir stuff has done so many twists and turns. It's like the waltzers, all right? It just literally, every time you guys have been on my channel before, I've done a video going, it's 99.9% complete. And then the next day someone comes out and goes, nah, it's not. So that's why I didn't do a video yesterday. And Dave Maddock himself has come out and said Liverpool have had no contact with Lyon since talks over a 53 million deal for Nabil Fekir broke down. LFC don't envisage, or yeah, it's using big terminology. David, what are you doing? He says basically Liverpool don't see any progress with any further transfer targets until after the World Cup. So that's pretty much where my head was at anyway with Nabil Fekir. All right, he's still playing for France, isn't he? Even though he doesn't get a lot of game time, he's still with the French national team. A lot of people have been saying that Lyon, they've got a history of waiting until a certain date. So a lot of people are saying, look, it's the 1st of this month. So people are saying Nabil Fekir will be announced at Liverpool. A lot of people was lining up that leaked video and saying the date on it, you know, the numbers, saying that it's today's date. I'm not in any way, shape or form sitting here right now going, I know better than anyone and Nabil Fekir is definitely not going to happen before the World Cup is over. I'm not saying that because I don't. I'm just a Liverpool supporter. But that's the reason I didn't jump on this stuff yesterday, guys, is because I knew damn well that if I put out a video last night saying, oh, Liverpool are negotiating again over Nabil Fekir, I knew that today another person would come out and say that's not true, all right? And Dave Maddock has said this, interestingly. The Mirror saying that we're renegotiating or we're still in negotiations over the last couple of days. And then Dave Maddock from the Mirror comes out and says it's false. So, you know, maybe the Mirror's got a little bit of a battle going on amongst the journalists there. I don't know. But we're seeing recently, you know, Liverpool still, the chances are high. I think that's always the case anyway. I think once France are out of the World Cup, once the World Cup is over, then we will see what will happen with Nabil Fekir. And I'll stand by that, all right? Whether Liverpool and the deal is done, whether that was completed, whether this is all a big smoke screen because of Leon, whatever financially or whatever has gone on there, guys. Whether Liverpool are going to go back in there, whether we're not, whether we're going to go for someone else and not Nabil Fekir, we will know once the World Cup, or especially once France is not in the World Cup anymore, I believe. But I'm just a Liverpool supporter, right? I'm not a journalist. I'm not anyone in the know. So I need to point that one out there. But Dave Maddock has come out and said that today, all right? So do not forget that when you see this stuff come out like that yesterday, the first thing that I thought was, why are we not seeing this from loads of different people? Why are loads of different sources not saying this? And a lot of people said to me, but it's gathering momentum, loads of people are saying it, but they was all sourcing back to the Mirror. So keep that in mind, guys. Read on what they're saying, because when you actually read what everyone was going with, they were all sourcing the Mirror, okay? So that's what I tried to say anyway, is just look a little bit further into what you're reading, what you guys was all sending me. It was all sourcing back to the Mirror, and Dave Maddock has come out and rubbished it today. So we'll have to wait and see. Does Dave Maddock know everything? I wouldn't say he does know everything, but yeah, this stuff is just going to keep going until the World Cup's over, I believe anyway. Right, the daddy. I feel like, again, you know, I have to talk about these transfers because I get a lot of messages about them, and a lot of you guys are saying about the transfers and sending me messages over them, and I'll try not to do videos to try and lead my subscribers on. I won't do a video going, yes, Nabil Fekir is going to happen tomorrow, or yes, the daddy is going to be a Liverpool player, if I don't genuinely believe it. But at the same time, if a lot of you guys are messaging me over it, like this stuff over Moses, apparently what you guys are sending me and what I'm seeing the rumours are is that Liverpool bidding for him. There's no real evidence to suggest that that is the case. I think that it's been reworded. I think that the source is saying it isn't very reliable. That's my honest opinion. Okay, again, I don't think that a lot of people are in the know. And what we keep seeing, what I keep seeing, is that Liverpool, they're not really going to be doing a lot of deals until the World Cup's fully over. We haven't seen a lot to suggest that the daddy is coming to Liverpool. Apparently we were scouting him, was the last thing, and I said that looks good, but we don't know. We're seeing that Shaqiri could be a player coming in after the World Cup as well, so I would suggest, guys, that we just wait and see, because I think if we got Shaqiri, I don't know whether we get the daddy as well. All right, I call him the daddy because a lot of you guys know him as a daddy by now. All right, one already in the football. Thank you for letting me know, guys. I've got to do this now because I'm on a podcast later today for Anfield Agenda, so I've got to get this stream out the way because I've got that to do. Then I'm going to watch the football, or the remainder of it. Yeah, I will speak to you guys before I end up ending the stream anyway. Lucas Vazquez as well. Let's talk about that one quickly, because I'm also getting a lot of messages about that one. Do I think that it's a possibility? I think it's more of a possibility than Marco Asensio to Liverpool. But again, it's one of those rumours that it's just names in a pot at the moment. I think while this World Cup and stuff is on, I think that you should all just kind of sit back, watch the World Cup and wait and see what happens once it's all over. I really do. All we keep seeing, and all that I believe as well, is that Liverpool are waiting until the World Cup's over, and I think that's quite true as well, guys. All right, Ravi says, sup Daz, karma for Ramos, mate. Exactly, Ravi, exactly. That's it. I think that's pretty much all of the updates out the way, apart from saying as well that obviously Naby Keita and Fabinho are officially Liverpool football players. That's amazing. Obviously, you guys know that. You're Liverpool supporters, you will know that. You would have seen all the hype around it. That's brilliant. And if you didn't know that, then yes, they are. It's official. They're at Liverpool now. This is great news. I'm more and more excited every single day. I can't wait to watch them play for Liverpool Football Club. Let's get onto the live chat. So for anyone that was just looking or watching this video back for the updates, you know, at the moment with Liverpool, it's all rumours. I can only update you what I do now. I'm not going to make anything up for the subscribers or anything just for clicks. Okay, that's not me. That's not how my channel works. Dave Maddock with the update there on Nabil Fekir. It's not always going to be great news, guys. All right, but Dave Maddock there. Is he a know-it-all? No. Is he turned into a bit of a James Pearce rubbishing stuff? Probably. That's what James Pearce normally does. But that's the latest that I've got on that few lot. All right. Right, let's get to the live stream. Right, let's see who's in the building. Ravi, David, welcome to the stream. I'm a Leo as well. Corey, welcome guys. Alan, yeah, don't forget to leave a thumbs up on a live stream for me, guys. It's a pleasure having you all in a live chat. And for those of you that are watching it back, wasn't able to join live, thank you for watching it back. Leave a comment down below. Are you doing the same as me? Are you know, just waiting until after the World Cup for all these transfer rumours? Or yeah, what do you make of Ramos with his tears? Are you happy about that, or are you someone that's like, I don't really care? But it's brilliant. Spain being kicked out. What is going on with this World Cup? I did actually watch that game today. I haven't been able to watch a lot of the World Cup, but I'm trying to get more time to watch the World Cup now. It's the, you know, the knockout stages. I want to be able to watch these stages. Obviously, I'm doing a live stream at the moment, but you guys are filling me in anyway. Andre says, they were, Corey. 2-1, says Michael Fleming. Really? Really says, hello, really. How are you, my friend? Thank you for joining me. Corey, yeah, they were sort of walking out of Sainsbury's. Fabinho. Yeah, apparently got caught doing his shopping at Sainsbury's, didn't he? See, they're just normal people, guys. These football players are just normal people. I'm waiting till the World Cup's over, seeing what happens with certain players, says Kevin. Yes, Kevin, thank you for joining me today, my friend. Yeah, I think that's what we've got to do. That's all I'm going to do, guys. You know, and I know a lot of people love the transfer rumours and they love the hype. You know, I like to see who is coming to Liverpool. I like to do my investigating. I've always done that anyway. And I know that you guys like to ask me what I think on stuff. And I'm more than happy to discuss things like with Nabil Fekir and stuff. But I won't lead you guys on, all right? And with these players, I actually do believe that we will find out more once the World Cup is over. I don't think we're going to see much beforehand. That is pretty much, if you use your common sense, that's what you're seeing at the moment, isn't it? Rax says, glad you're streaming, Daz. Thank you very much. I'm glad you're in the stream, Rax. Good to see you're in there, mate. Martin says, hey, Daz, no keeper news. Nothing at the moment, Martin. Hope you're all right today, no, my friend. Yeah, nothing really. The Barcelona keeper, the people that I talk to about Liverpool transfers at the moment, he seems to be the one that everyone's going, he seems to be the goalkeeper that everyone thinks that we might end up signing. So, you know, they're not people in the know. They're not Liverpool journalists or anything like that I speak to, but they're people that look at the transfers all the time and they seem to believe that he could be the keeper that Liverpool end up signing. So maybe someone that I keep saying we should be looking at, but yeah, I'm not seeing anything that's popping out to me at the moment personally. You know, you're looking at Alisson. I think we know more once the World Cup is over for definite. I'm waiting to see once he's out of the World Cup whether he speaks over it. While they're in the World Cup, guys, they're not going to speak, are they? That's the truth of it all, to be fair. Aaron says, can Fekir happen if France get knocked out? Yeah, if France get kicked out again, once these players are out of the World Cup, I believe that their agents might drop a few hints. And Liverpool, we might know more what's going on there, but do Liverpool move for the players until the World Cup is fully over? I don't know about that, but we're still linked with some of the players that are still in the World Cup, aren't we? And that's the trouble at the moment. Where was we? Furno says, hello, Furno. Good to see you in here as well, my friend. Yo, Daz, what have I missed, pal? Says Mo. Not a lot, Mo, really. Just talking about Dave Maddock, the latest. For anyone that's just joined, the latest with Nabil Fekir, David Maddock says, Liverpool have had no contact with Lyon since talks over a 53 million deal for Nabil Fekir broke down. Liverpool don't see any progress with any further transfer targets until after the World Cup has finished. So, obviously, Dave Maddock works for the Mirror. Other reports from the Mirror yesterday, I think it was, suggested that Liverpool was back in negotiations with Lyon over the last few days. So it's conflicting yet again. It's Nabil Fekir. This transfer saga is very round and round and round. That's the reason I didn't do a video on it yesterday, guys. I didn't want to jump the gun because I knew this would happen. A lot of you guys was confused as to why I didn't do it. I woke up to that news last night and I was like, why is my phone going mental? I looked at it and I was like, right, this is interesting. And then I saw that no one else was, you know, talking about this. All everyone else was doing was sourcing the Mirror. And I was like, okay, there's nothing to that in my honest opinion. I went back to sleep. I woke up today, nothing really new. And then literally Maddock said that when was that? It says 54 minutes there. It was just over an hour ago, really, that Dave Maddock come out and said that. So not that long ago at all, guys. Anthony Turner says, don't want to jinx things, but if England won't get a better chance to get to the final, God seems to be looking down on us. Yes, Anthony, I fully agree. I see a lot of people on Twitter like, it's coming home. It's coming home. Seeing all these teams like Germany and Spain and that going out, Portugal going out, Argentina going out. England haven't played yet, so we've still got a task, but it looks good. If England get through, it's looking good. But this World Cup's been nothing but full of surprises, really. I haven't watched a lot of it, but I believe that the teams that are in it, you can't underestimate them. And watching how Russia played against Spain today, they did what they had to do. People was like, oh, it's boring, but Russia did what they had to do. Spain was the boring team, really, wasn't they? Because they just passed and passed and passed. I mean, at the end, there was tears from Ramos. So I would literally watch that game all over again just to see Ramos cry. I really would. Andre Daz, would you like us stealing Torreira from Arsenal? He's a great player and he's only 20-25 mil. Yeah, I can't pronounce his name, you know what I'm like. But yes, he's a good player. He is a good player. I see people saying that he's not that good. I think he's a good player, but I don't know. I'm happy with who we've got. I'm happy with Naby Keita and Fabinho, and I think if we get Fekir over the line after the World Cup, I'll be happy with that. So I would stick with that. And with the midfielders that we've got, obviously Wijnaldum, I don't see us selling Lallana. You've got Henson still there. You've got Ox to come back from injury as well. I think we've got more than enough quality in midfield then, to be honest. But yeah, if we don't sign Fekir, I'd be intrigued to see who Liverpool do target, because I believe we still need a player like that with those abilities. Set piece taker. He's a captain as well for Fekir, isn't he? That we would be adding to the team. Not that that's really that important, but I think it's another quality that he brings. And someone that can also is versatile, that can play on the wings as well and cover the front three. So Rex says, Daz, what do you think of Perisic? He seems a good player, to be honest. I rate Perisic, I really do. I would like him. We were linked with him before. I said that I would take him back then. Strong player, very strong player. So yeah, I like the sound of him. I'm sure Fekir ain't going to United. Ullus just said something about United just to make Liverpool spend more on Fekir. Yeah, I see people getting really worried about the United links. I'm not too worried about them, but I said I'm not going to sit here and say it's definitely not going to happen, because anything can happen in football. But I'm not worried about it. I'm not worried with Fekir being linked with anyone else. I think it's all just mind games. We know what Leon are like. We know what Ullus is like. Liverpool have done an interview with Fekir. Fekir's done an interview with Liverpool. He wants Liverpool. We know that, don't we? If anything happens now, Liverpool don't sign him, I believe it's because Liverpool don't want Fekir. That's all I think on it, guys. So, yeah. Michael Dunn's in the building. Hello, Michael. How are you, my friend? Haha to Ramos, him and his team around the World Cup or out of the World Cup. Yeah, so funny. So many people on Twitter he just went off, seriously, and all I keep seeing is people putting like karma is you know what, and I thought that was absolutely brilliant. Asensio didn't perform well against Russia. He didn't have the best game, did he? A lot of people saying that Asensio will be the difference in that game, saying that Asensio, I think what Spain lacked was that they needed someone to really run at Russia and that final ball as well, and they didn't have that, did they? They really didn't have that. You know, you look at Isco, made the most key passes or whatever I think it was for Spain. Isco looked like the most lively player when it come to trying to make something happen, but yeah, Asensio wasn't at his best today. But I think Spain just were a bit too cocky. They just thought that their tiki-taka football would win it for them, and Russia just weren't having any of it, was they? Fair play to them. They did what they had to do, and Spain are out and Russia are through. So yeah, I'm well chuffed for Russia, I really am. How can we not want Nabil, says Ravi. I think we do, mate. I think we do. I'm just saying, I think if Liverpool don't sign Fekir, I think it's because Liverpool don't want him. I don't think it's because Fekir doesn't want Liverpool, and I don't think it's because Leon wouldn't be willing to sell him to Liverpool, because I think everything is set up there. I just think the only reason it doesn't happen is because Liverpool don't want it to. High with about a goalkeeper. I think we've got a new keeper coming, says Anthony. Yeah, I reckon we got a new goalkeeper coming as well. We got 3 goalkeepers at the club that we don't know where their future lies. So I definitely see a new goalkeeper coming in one way, shape or form. It's very true, mate. Fekir is a done G, says a G. I love it. He's a done G. Yeah, I think Fekir, you know, a lot of people are saying that deal's already done. We're just waiting until after the World Cup to announce it, which I can see all this why people are saying about the financial thing, about Lyon's history with transfers. I see the reasons why people are saying that. Wait until after the World Cup because it's a World Cup window as well. I can see that they're maybe not wanting to announce it because he's with his World Cup squad. I see all that. So I'm not too sure. Obviously with Dave saying this, the latest stuff saying that Liverpool haven't renegotiated, I don't think anyone knows the full truth because I don't think Liverpool are telling anyone. Lyon are doing their usual, coming out and shouting their mouths off. I don't think no one knows the full truth, but yeah, once the World Cup's finished, we know the truth, I think, guys. We know at least if Liverpool are going in there or not again for him, or that it will be announced. If it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. I think it'd be a shame because I really want it to happen. Corey says, Daz, what do you think about Gelson Martins? Great backup. Yeah, Martins is a quality player. I see people say that they think he's a bit lightweight, but I think he's actually stronger than what people think. I rate him as a player, but I know people have different opinions on players. I respect that. Yeah, good player. I would take him at Liverpool for definite, especially with his situation. More Fekir, less Shaqiri, or Shakira, says Jason Purley. Yeah, I love that. You can't say Shaqiri without thinking of Shakira, can you? Let's face it, or at least the songs. Cheers, Daz, says Squizums. You're welcome, Squizums. How are you today, my friend? Corey, what drew we? I got a new profile pic of Ramos crying on Twitter, says Fernando. Yeah, I see that, Fernando. I see it. Loads of people have changed their profile pictures to it. I think it's hilarious. Delighted the cheating scum is gone, says Paul. Oh, what Ramos. Yes. Ryan says you should do Skype calls or like phone calls and get people on the show. I've done it before, Ryan. I will be doing it again once the season starts. I've got the capability of doing it. I will be doing it again. And I will be starting a podcast as well. A lot of people are asking me whether I'm doing podcasts again because I've done a couple of podcasts in the past, and I do appear on a podcast channel as well. And I will be doing the podcast again once the season starts. Everything once the season kicks off again, you'll have the phone-ins. You know, you guys know that I do like the watch-alongs when the games are on and stuff. The phone-ins will be available for the match reactions and stuff like that, so you guys will be able to ring in and have your say on how the match went, stuff like that. So if you're interested in things like that, then that will all be available once the season kicks off again. And yeah, the podcast, I've already got that all set up, how I want that to all be done. It all just depends on times and stuff like that. I know a lot of people are saying as well about the shorter videos because a lot of my content at the moment is live streams. But it's, again, once the season starts, you'll get the shorter videos back, guys. All right, I promise. But at the moment, it's when I'm not working, when I'm not spending time with my family, I'll just come on, I hit the live button, and I'll just talk to you guys. You know, you guys are watching the World Cup and stuff like that. But the short videos will come again once, you know, we've got updates like a player's injury update or something like that during the season. That will all be there for everyone, but at the moment it's not tons of Liverpool content, so it's better to just come on and just talk and bounce off you guys on a live stream. So yeah, just bear that in mind. It will all come and it will be flowing once the season's back on again, but just a bit of downtime when the World Cup's on, isn't it? You know, we will go for Fekir after the World Cup is over. Lyon, who shoot their mouth off all they want. Yep, the deal will happen, says Kevin. Yeah, 100%. Anyone that listens to what Lyon have to say, it's a bit silly, isn't it? Because they've got history with it, but people will listen to them. People will take them serious because, let's face it, normally when clubs do speak about stuff or managers speak about it or agents, you do genuinely look for what they say because you're like, right, you need to listen to them on stuff. But Lyon, with their history, you think, oh, you need to take it with a pinch of salt what they say because they've done it loads before. And then they sell their players. Like, Helen says, good evening. Have you seen the VAR feedback from a penalty that was not given? It shows dirty. Ramos linked arms with Russian player and then fell down to try and get a penalty. Haven't seen that, Helen, but that's very interesting. Yeah, I wouldn't put it past him, no. Obviously, you've seen it yourself. that's him all over. It's him all over, isn't it? I'm glad that they didn't give it. I'm really, really glad that they didn't give it. If you're talking about the one at the end, because they was trying to get that penalty right at the end of the match, wasn't they? And luckily it wasn't given. I'm not too sure whether you was talking about that one. The junior, Mbappe for 300 million, get it done, LFC. Junior, 100%. I said it. People ask me if there's one signing that I would like to make as Liverpool Football Club, a dream signing that we're not linked with. It would be Mbappe. We was linked with him before. I was like, make it happen. Mbappe is a quality player. Outstanding. And he's got such a bright future, He's someone that will go on to be one of the best players in the world. I really do. I hope that the injuries stay off him, because I think he's a very talented player, and I'd love to see how high his ceiling ends up. The White Warrior says, "Hey Daz, how's things, pal?" I'm very good, thank you. The White, how are you, my friend? Thank you for joining me today. Ramos crying with a laughing face and a love heart, says the junior. Yes, everyone's the same feeling. I said it should be like a national holiday. We should remember this day forever as Liverpool fans, shouldn't we? I wonder whether he's going to comment on it, because I think his Twitter's just been blown up today. Liverpool fans were always going to do that though, wouldn't they? They was always going to do that. I saw it straight away, turned to my missus, and I was like, this is golden. This is absolutely golden. And I'm not someone, am I, guys, that normally, laughs at people's misfortunes. And I wasn't aiming it at Spain in general. It's just Ramos. Because of what happened in the final, it's just him. I just don't like him. And karma, that's what happens. That's what happens. I think Trent is top 5 best youngsters in the world, says Ferno. Trent is an unbelievable youngster. He's got a massive future as well. For definite. And Mbappe is worth everything, says Andre. Yes, yeah. Omelao says, the new Messi. Yeah, people were talking about, what Mbappe was doing for France, and saying, look at what Messi was doing as well at his age. Like, he was quality. Sunday blessings, Daz. What have I missed? From Ronald. Thank you very much. Same to you as well, Ronald. Was talking, for those of you that have just joined, the real big update. A lot of people was going mad over Liverpool beginning or back in negotiations with Lyon over Nabil Fekir yesterday. I didn't do a video on it because I knew that this was going to happen. Today, Dave Maddock come out and said just over an hour ago, Liverpool have had no contact with Lyon since talks over a £53 million deal for Nabil Fekir had broke down. Liverpool don't see any progression with any further transfer targets until after the World Cup. That's from David Maddock from the Mirror. Interestingly, the Mirror was the ones that reported yesterday that obviously they think that Liverpool are back in negotiations with Nabil Fekir. So it's conflicting themselves there, but Dave Maddock wasn't the one that put it out yesterday, and because he wasn't the one that reported that made me think about it's not true. Plus, I didn't see anyone else talking about it. There was nothing from the French side. There was no other journalists that were saying about it either. Also, when other people said to me, but it is gathering momentum though, and people sending me different sources, they were all linking it back to the one source from the Mirror. So, I kind of do believe Dave Maddock on this, that we will know more once the World Cup is over. And that there's been no more negotiations there. I think Liverpool just sitting back like this and just going, we'll wait till the World Cup's over. Lyon want to maybe see Fekir's value jump up after the World Cup. Liverpool can sit there and go, well, what did he do in the World Cup then? Okay, let's go back to the table then if you want to play that. That's probably what they're doing, guys. I also touched on Lucas Vazquez and the daddy Moses, saying that a lot of you guys have sent me clips, snippets from media sources saying about bids for the daddy and also links with Vazquez. And I said, at the moment, guys, it's all rumours, no real evidence to do with it. It's pretty much the same with everything that is transfer rumours for Liverpool at the moment. I believe that we should all just sit there, wait until after the World Cup and see what happens. I think that's Liverpool's plan. I think that's what we should all do. Enjoy the World Cup. Wait until France are out to see a bit more on Nabil Fekir, see what him or his agent come out and say, see whether that kickstarts things. But the French team are looking strong, so I don't really expect to see that happen over the next couple of days or anything, do you know what I mean? But I said that France could win the World Cup. I'm hoping England do, kind of, but is Klopp still on holidays? Didn't know he smoked. Yeah, Klopp enjoys a cigarette, I think. I read it somewhere that Klopp does enjoy a cigarette. Fekir will be a Liverpool player. Don't believe other bull, says Samir. Yeah, I still am a firm believer, guys. You know, I'm a firm believer that Nabil Fekir will end up being a Liverpool player. But, you know, Dave Maddock and that saying this, I believe that he's right on this. I don't think that any other negotiations have gone on yet until after the World Cup. That's just my views on it, but everyone believes their own stuff, don't they, with everything that they're seeing. But I just don't think anything else is going to come out at the moment, guys. I really don't. Naby and Fabinho debut on July the 7th against Chester. Yes, Junior. Can't wait to see that. I bet a lot of you guys are exactly the same. World Cup ends in 2 weeks, says Omalo. Not too long to wait, guys. Not too long to wait. Corey says it's mad to think in the last World Cup we didn't have Klopp. Yep. Journos don't have a clue, says Junior. No one has a clue. But if you're using your common sense, though, guys, you be honest. Put it in the live chat now, guys. All you that are in the live chat. Do you honestly think that Liverpool are going to make any big signings until after the World Cup right now? Put it in a chat just to let me know where your guys' heads are at with it, because, you know, I like to see what you guys think. I think once the top teams are all out and stuff, that we will know more. But, you know, we've got 2 weeks until after the World Cup, until the World Cup is fully done. So, you know, maybe we might see something like Omalao says no. You know, I think Liverpool are just waiting to get all that out of the way, because there's a lot that goes in it. David Junior says, David, yes. I hope we get Moses Simon and Shaqiri soon. 2 good backups. Yeah. I want us to, but most likely no, says Joe Ingram. Yeah. Depends who is out, says Ferno. Yeah. Yes, after the World Cup, says Michael. Yes, if a country is out, says David. Yeah, see, that's the thing. As the countries start to drop out, you will see more, and maybe Liverpool might jump on it. But, you know, with France still being in there with this Nabil Fekir stuff, I don't see anything happening until after they're definitely out. I don't think we'll sign anyone big until after the World Cup. I think Liverpool will make big transfers once the World Cup is finished, says Louis. If Switzerland is out, Shaqiri will get announced. Very possible. Corey, no, it'll be after the World Cup unless the player isn't from a country that is in the World Cup. Yeah, maybe that's like what if we need to word it right. If their country's not in the World Cup, maybe Liverpool could sign them then, because obviously they ain't got any World Cup obligations then, have they? So maybe that's the way to look at it. Once they're fully out, then there's nothing to stop these players from, you know, signing for Liverpool Football Club. It could all happen then, couldn't it? So when France, Brazil, Croatia and Switzerland, says, yeah, Shaqiri is joining, no doubt. After World Cup is finished, only earlier if the team is out. Shaqiri in brackets, yep. Joseph, I don't see what difference it makes. If the deal is done, just call it. See, this is my thing. With Nabil Fekir, if the deal was done, the interviews are done. This is why I think with Dave Maddox saying that the negotiations hasn't continued. That's why I believe it, because if anything was to happen, I think with Nabil Fekir being away with the French team, if Liverpool had negotiated again and it had been done, they could just announce it because everything's been done. I don't think Nabil Fekir has to be at Liverpool for whatever reason for it to be announced. This is my views on that one anyway. Thanks to Junior. Junior says, Paul, he's ripped. Looked at his celebrations after his goal. Corey, well, can't Liverpool agree terms with Fekir's agent and use the interview as an announcement? Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Corey. This is why I don't think that any negotiations has gone on yet still. That's kind of why I'm agreeing with what Dave Maddox said in this recent thing, guys. B-Rock back, says Junior. Yeah, I think I've been going for half an hour anyway, guys, so I'm going to have to, you know, knock it on the head there because I've got a lot to do tonight. Ronald, from what I see today, Russia keeper looks good. Yeah, he had a solid game, didn't he? He did have a solid game, Ronald, definitely. Saw a photo of him and he looked a bit too stocky. Got to go, Dads, on a mad fortnight grind. Okay, gotta go. Absolute legend. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna round it off there. Go and enjoy the rest of the game. I'm gonna get off. I've got a podcast now to do tonight. Take it easy, everyone. That was the latest on Nabil Fekir. That was the latest on the Vazquez and the Daddy. From what I believe, it was all rumours. Dave Maddox come out and said the negotiations hasn't continued between Liverpool and Lyon at the moment. Not expecting Liverpool to do any big transfer deals until after the World Cup. A lot of us have agreed, though, in a live stream that if a team's not in the World Cup at the moment and the player's not in the World Cup, there's no reason why Liverpool can't sign these players. So we'll have to wait and see on that one. But thank you for letting me know your opinions though, guys. Absolute pleasure getting your guys' views on everything. If you was watching it back on a replay, let me know in the comment section down below what you make of that. Do you think that Liverpool could make a big signing if, you know, one of the big players, national teams, isn't in the World Cup? Surely it's possible that Liverpool could make a deal happen. Let me know what you think on the latest with Nabil Fekir as well. Obviously, it's always a big talking point. Take care, everyone. Thank you for joining me. As always, Michael Dunn rounds it off with Dave Maddock is a con. Thank you very much, Michael Dunn. Absolutely love that. Great way to round a live stream off. Take care, everyone. Enjoy the rest of your evenings. I've been on the bench LFC. You've all been legends. Don't forget to leave a thumbs up on the stream for me. And if you wouldn't mind sharing it as well on all your social media platforms, it's been a pleasure. Take care, everyone.